Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today I've decided that it is officially time to make this video, as it's been a long-awaited story time that I've been wanting to share. And I would like to mention that the topic is not just any topic. It is a pretty sensitive subject. If you've lived through something like similar, or you're someone that watches my videos, I just hope you know that, yes, I did have to live through this. However, something that I've been managing to get over. If you have any advice or any opinions, you may comment them down below. The story is going to explain what was it that motivated me into making my own channel. And if this isn't motivation, I don't know what else it could be. Because it also could have been to unmotivate me into making something out of myself in the future. So, jumping right in, the story begins with me being at a local store. I'm in the customer service line in the near entrance, and the person that I'm going to be speaking about was checking out. And when this person was done, he turns around, and when I'm telling you that I was looking bummy that day, I had on gray sweatpants, gray sweater, no makeup. My hair was a mess, and you know, the sweatpants hair tie thing, I didn't think it was for real, but apparently my look was that amusing to him, or his ego was offended by looking at me, you feel me? Like, I don't know what it was, because I wasn't even looking at this guy. Alright? So he starts walking away, and for some reason, out of everyone in the line, he decided to come up to me and ask me, hey, would you like to follow me on Instagram? I said right off the bat, no, thank you. But he kept insisting. No, I got a self-business, and you know, I said, no, thank you. To me, I don't think that's a wrong way to answer to somebody, especially if you don't even know the person and you're in public. You don't have to feel forced to follow them, or forced to think that speaking to someone you don't know is all right. You know, I felt pretty harassed. His approach wasn't normal. Then he left, and I felt relieved of, like, you know, thank God he left. You know, I looked at the person next to me, and I'm like, isn't this kind of weird? And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, dude, this is like weird. And I'm like, right. Next thing you know, this guy comes walking back from the parking lot as if he was following me or looking for me at the store. And then he asked the person I was with, hey, is she even above age? Is she 18 years old? What are you asking her that for? Are you okay? Because I personally don't think that, you know, why someone's saying that, those are red flags. You're a complete stranger, and I don't know why you're asking the person I'm with if I'm even above age. Like, you know, you had offended me. You had no reason to come back and continue with the harassment. So then he was like, no, because, you know, the reason why I came up to you is that I feel like you're new here, and I would like to share my self-owned business with you, just in case you're interested in the near future. A few days go by, and the DMs kept coming back and forth. Hey, what's up? You know, normal stuff. The person I was with was like, oh, I find it kind of weird that he's messaging you. I thought it was only for you to see what he was about. And then she like, we should meet him up at a bar. I'll pick the place. You just tell him to meet up so that you can clarify why he keep messaging you and what's the reason why he keep, you know, looking for you and what's up. I was like, you know what, that's cool, because I'm over here kind of concerned that I don't even know this guy, and he acting like it was cool the way at the store, and then he be texting me like everything's okay. Alright, we go to the bar, and you know, as mentioned this whole time, I thought we were going to clarify and so that I can feel better and calm down, but I think there was something else going on with the person that recommended the bar, because maybe she thought it was going to be an opportunity for her to meet somebody, which I would have been cool with, because my intention was never to meet this guy. I was just more like, you know, those catfish shows where you go and see what's going on just to make sure. But Also, I thought the person that I was with was gonna defend me because, you know, nothing was said and done by my behalf, but it was just weird. So we get there, and the first thing I notice, this guy doesn't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do nothing. So with the way that he came up to me, I found it so awkward because one, I don't make myself seem approachable. Not that I feel too good of a person or feel better than anyone, but if I say no, I'm good, I think that should have been enough for you to understand that I'm good. I don't care how we speak in different areas, but that is understood in anywhere you are. If someone says no, English or Spanish, it's the same meaning. Do you understand? So anyways, we're there at the place. He starts explaining about himself. He starts explaining about his business and the things he do, because we were asking him questions back and forth like, yo, what are you on? What's your job? What do you do? Who are you? And he over there, you know, self-conceitedly responding to these questions. And at the end, me and the person were looking at each other like, not convinced. And then he kindly asked again, which was another red flag, can I take her home? I want to show her furthermore what I'm about, like what I really do for a living. And she was like, you know what, she's not my guardian, she can't really say yes or no, but we went along with it. And I'm like, all right. So the fact that he asked her to take me home, that was for her kind of like a rejection, and maybe she was offended to the point where a few days passed and she kicked me out. So I had to get my own apartment, which that was something that was gonna happen anyways, because, you know, I had to move. I'm over here trying to move into my apartment, and that's where this guy just thought it was his opportunity to prove himself to me and try to show me who he was and how he can help me, right? I'm denying back and forth everything that he was trying to help me with. He was trying to say, I can make you your self boss, I can help you make money, I can put you on some stuff, you know, like video making or singing. And I'm like, yo, I know I got hobbies, but right now I'm focused on moving in and getting settled, but you're kind of like getting in the way of that. So, you know, in that state of mind, I was just like, why is this happening to me? I couldn't even focus. You know, I didn't even know how to manage the situation. I never had asked for help in any way, shape, or form. I was just trying to see myself, like giving it time, you know, to see where he was coming from and what was it that he was trying to put me on, because he must have seen something in me in the line that he wanted to take advantage of. So I keep rejecting all the offers and all the help. He did end up mentioning also that he can help me build my own YouTube channel. I watched YouTube when I was young, but I never imagined myself actually making my own channel. It was just more like, as he kept on saying, you know, I'll help you get followers, or, you know, he said he knew people that did YouTube and would like to introduce me to them and stuff. I just never was motivated with him being around to even approach such a thing. And that's what makes me realize now that if I'm gonna make a channel, which I did, it's gonna be because I want to. It's not gonna be because I feel pressured or someone is telling me to do it. I realize it's not worth getting into like a wrong friendship, wrong relationship, or wrong work partnership with someone that's just gonna try to take advantage of you and fool you just so that they can feel better about themselves. Let's say this person did have followers and he could have shouted me out. That never motivated me. I never allowed nor accepted this person to convince me to do it his way, you know. And if I do end up building my channel, then yay, like I feel better that I'm doing it myself than someone else helping me. That's what really made me push myself into doing it, because You don't need no one, nor do you need to feel pressured. If I want to post something, or if I feel like, oh, something's super cool and I want to share it, then that's why I'm doing it. And I would like to let you know, anyone who's watching, no one should go through a situation of manipulation as much as I did. And it didn't last such a long time. I did put a stop to it, and I did call him out on everything, and he's well aware, his family's well aware of the things he was doing, but couldn't believe that I lived something like that, because I never would have thought that that would have happened to me. People nowadays want to use their followers as a threat so you can feel less below them. Don't fall under the pressure or impression that they're going to help you or shout you out. So yeah, before this happens to anyone, just remember, you have all control. You don't have to accept nor allow anyone to try to walk all over you all because their social media is popping and yours isn't just yet, or you don't even got social media. Don't let them make you feel less of a person. You know, everybody has their talents, everybody has their hobbies, and I don't need someone on my side or anyone to influence me into doing anything. So yeah, I'm thankful that it's officially over and that I'm able to share and feel so freely about it, because I'm not in that situation anymore. It was just all a misunderstanding. No one should go through whatever it is that I went through, and luckily I did come out being very blunt about how I saw the situation and how I ended it, that I didn't let it go furthermore. And as anything that needed to be said was said, even if I hurt anyone's feelings, I'm just lived it and now I'm done with it. So that's the reason why I'm creating this channel, just so I can feel better about myself. And if I did have so much potential that he was looking at, I'm gonna take the credit for it. I'm not gonna let anyone else take credit for it, or you know, try to take advantage or just be around unwanted. But yes, this is my first story time, and I will be dropping a few more. All depends how my channel keeps evolving. Like, comment, and subscribe, and on the lookout for any of my new videos, and I hope you enjoy.